I've got Bernie Jacobs in studio. It's time for Equus at the Mars Theatre. I see you on your press release. It's an exciting, unusual theatrical event.
Well, it is, because I think, well, personally, I find it exciting because I love poor theatre. I love it when there isn't a box set and where everything is not so obvious. I love symbolism. And I love it when the actors create a very truthful, dramatic, deep psychological situation out of themselves and the space, as opposed to the space creating the story for you. The actors have to do it. So I find that very exciting.
Why did you choose Equus as a text for now at the Mars Theatre?
It's my directorial debut. I've done a lot of acting in my life. I've trained as an actress. I've never directed before. And it was very important for me that I choose this particular play. My own background, as well as in theatre, has been in psychology. So things that are psychological and deep really intrigued me. And it was that whole notion of poor theatre, that I could do something powerful and truthful that resonates with people on so many deep levels and give people a truly meaningful theatrical experience. So that's why I wanted
this play is all about a psychotic rage. It's about this boy. Tell us a little bit about the storyline.
Yes. Peter Shaffer wrote it in 1973. It debuted in 1973. And it's a fictionalized story of a true event, because there was a boy in southern England who blinded several horses. And he got referred to a psychiatric institution and not jailed, which the English wanted to do, because you can't hurt animals in England. You can hurt people maybe, but not animals if you're English. They
Especially
take that
with the
seriously.
Queen.
So it was a shocking event in England at the time. And he asked himself the question, why? What would drive somebody to do such a heinous thing? Someone who really loved animals. So the story's a why done it. It's to unpeel the layers of what would drive a boy to do such an awful thing.
So where did you find your actors? Because they've got other daytime jobs.
You know, Johan, something magical happened when I chose to direct Equus. Suddenly, everybody came to me. I think it's such an iconic play that people wanted to be part of it. And people came and said, Bernie, can I be your project? Bernie, can I do this? And it wasn't just the actors. It was the behind-the-scenes stuff as well. This thing has developed a momentum of its own. And my biggest concern in doing Equus was, would I find the right boy? Because I knew I had deep talent for the psychiatrist and the other roles. To find the right boy would, I thought, be my biggest challenge. And I found the most wonderful, wonderful boy who turns out to be only 15 years old.
Sure.
And I cannot believe the depth that this boy can achieve and how easy he is to direct, how he takes it on. But it wasn't only that, Johan. You know, there are two big parts in the play, and the rest are medium and small parts. Even the small parts, wonderful actors with fantastic reputations came forward to play the small roles.
Because it is such an iconic piece.
It is. It's exciting, and people are thrilled by it. And you see, the themes haven't dated. Maybe the manifestation of some of the themes, in that it is about a boy who wants to lose his virginity at age 17. He's 17 in the play. And I suppose that might have been shocking on a certain level in the 70s. But essentially the play is about what is normal, and society's ideas of normal and narrow. I mean, we just have different issues around normality that we're thinking about these days. And it's the whole conflict in the play is that through trying to treat this boy, Dysart who's a psychiatrist, has to look at normal. What is he doing to boys or children who fall outside the norm? And by curing them, in inverted commas, isn't he killing something deep within them, something deeply human inside them, and cookie cutting them, if you know what I'm trying to say?
When people hear the name Equus as a play, they always think about the iconic nude scene that it is.
Yes.
But there's so much more than that
Yes.
in the play.
I've had to cheat the nude scene because the boy was happy to go naked. His mother was happy for him to go naked. I was happy for him to go naked. And then I was told, hang on, he's 15.
He's
Just
15.
check out the legalities here.
Yeah.
So I did. I got 2 legal opinions and I was told, Bernie, you can probably get away with it because it's a piece of art, but you may have to defend it in court.
There might be a few challenges.
So we are having to cheat that, unfortunately. I then had a choice. Do I go with my perfect boy and not have him go naked, as was Schaffer's vision for him to go naked, or do I now get someone who's over 18 who doesn't quite spark it for me like this boy does? And, where does the compromise lie? And in the end, I thought, you know what? Theatre is about an audience using its imagination. So I went with the boy who lit my fire and who did it for me. So we're cheating the nakedness, and I just would like the audience just to go with that and to be patient with that.
So this play is on at the Mars Theatre. Give us all the details because I know this is a good chance to see a wonderful play.
I also want to give a warning here, Johan, that it's a long play. That was another one of my concerns. In the 70s, people maybe had more patience. Nowadays, we're used to the soundbite. How would modern audiences relate to a long play? And I thought, can I cut this? And I looked at it. And I thought, there is so much, everything. Schaffer has written this play so well that anything that's cut is going to destroy. So I've left it in its length, and I'm needing audiences to come in, making psychological and emotional space to sit and surrender to a very deep and wonderful process.
So it's opening this Friday evening?
It's opening this Friday. It's on Saturday as well. And then it's on the 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th of May. And all productions are at 8 o'clock at night, except on a Saturday. There's a matinee in the second week. That would be the first week of May. Which will be at 2:30, and then the Saturday evening shows are at 6:30.
So please book at the Mars Theatre booking system on 021 788 6999, and or you can also send an email to bookings@masktheatre.co.za. Thanks so much, Bernie, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.